Hello horror fans, and once again welcome back to the scariest channel on YouTube, Top 5 Scary Videos, the place where we eat amorphous anomalous entities for breakfast because there's no special containment procedure for us, at least as far as we know. What's going on guys? As always, I'll be your lead researcher, as today we dive into something a little different. If you've seen any of my videos over on Life's Biggest Questions, then you'll know that I know a thing or two about that weird place known only as the SCP Foundation. What's that, you might ask? Well, stick around to find out as we take a look at the top 5 scariest SCP creatures that will keep you up tonight. Roll the clip.
Wait. I have one more.
Alright now guys, be prepared because we're about to slip down a rabbit hole that's pretty hard to crawl back out from. The SCP Foundation first emerged on the X boards of 4chan, a subforum dedicated to all things paranormal, and this original work of fiction spawned one of the largest collaborative writing projects that the internet has ever or will ever see. Honestly, the amount of dedication and time spent to owning this weird, creepy world is staggering. We could spend an entire video just discussing the Foundation's origin, but the best way for me to show you is to talk about the weird things that lurk inside their archives. Before we do that though, you know how it is by now guys. If you're a fan of this video, the SCP Foundation, shadowy organizations, or just top 5 scary videos in general, then be a dear and hit that thumbs up button as well as that subscribe bell so you can stay up to date with our latest and greatest uploads. If you'd like to get in touch with myself or the creative team here at Top 5 Scary, then take a peek at the info box down below. On with the show. Kicking off at number 5 is SCP-610, and this is one skin-crawling introduction to the bizarre world of the SCP Foundation, also known as the flesh that hates, which, you know, sounds terrifying enough all on its own. SCP-610 is a Keter class anomaly, which in the world of the Foundation means really bad. In essence, SCP-610 is a highly contagious skin disease, which once it has infected a host, they're consumed by scar tissue that grows at a disgustingly rapid rate, twisting and mutilating the individual into a writhing mass of bursting flesh. Infected subjects have been recorded as growing 3 or more limbs, such as arms or legs, and their head becomes misshapen and elongated, causing them to resemble a quadrupedal that struggles to maintain motion. The flesh that hates really does hate everything and everyone, and its sole motivation is to infect as many living beings as it can. The Foundation is pretty terrified of this anomaly, and as so far there are 0 special containment procedures for it. Coming in at number 4, SCP-049, aka the Plague Doctor, and this guy is pretty iconic when it comes to the Foundation's fandom. Of course he is, he's a Plague Doctor, the most fashionable of all doctors. I don't know. SCP-049 is a Euclid class humanoid entity, which in the Foundation standards means that he's kind of alright, but they still keep a close eye on him because he's unpredictable. He appears in thick black robes with a ceramic mask indicative of the medieval Plague Doctor profession. He's also highly intelligent, willingly conversing with Foundation researchers on a regular basis. Doesn't sound that bad, right? Well, SCP-049 has one motivation: to eliminate what he commonly refers to as the pestilence, and this skip goes to great lengths to combat its overwhelming presence, becoming highly aggressive and horrifyingly resourceful when he believes an individual is infected. If left unchecked, SCP-049 will cause all biological functions of an organism to cease through direct skin contact, and then begin to conduct what it refers to as surgery on the victim. In short, SCP-049 is a medieval necromancer convinced that humanity is a plague on the planet. Great stuff. Next up at number 3, SCP-096. Imagine a creature that once it has targeted you, nothing, literally nothing on the planet can stop it from tracking you down, ending your life in agonizing pain, and then consuming you from head to toe. Wow. Let me introduce you to SCP-096. In essence, the most terrifyingly clingy creature on the planet. 096 is a humanoid entity that is grossly twisted out of proportion, with nearly 0 muscle mass and long, claw-like arms that dangle below its waist. The thing that makes this skip so oppressive is that the only containment procedure is to ensure that no one ever views its face, because that's the trigger that results in 100% of cases being brutally killed. Whenever someone views SCP-096's face, be it directly via video recording or even a photograph, it enters a stage of bizarre emotional distress, screaming, crying and babbling, and then begin running to the person or persons who viewed its image. And then it's good night Vienna, lights out. Creepy stuff. Swinging in at number 2, SCP-106, also known as the Old Man, and perhaps the most nightmare-inducing creature in the entirety of the SCP Foundation. 106 is a Keter class anomaly, which means that it's really bad, and the Foundation goes to extremely difficult lengths in maintaining its containment. So bad that this guy is contained in a sealed container of lead-lined steel times 40, as well as a secondary containment area of various chemical fluid spheres under 24-hour surveillance. So why is the Foundation so terrified of this guy? Well, 106 is completely unkillable, appearing to be an elderly humanoid at an advanced stage of decomposition, in a constant state of rot. It currently serves the purpose to hunt down its prey, usually a human within the 10 to 25 years of age bracket, incapacitate them by damaging their major organs, and then pull them into its pocket dimension, where SCP-106 coats them in its digestive fluids and slowly feasts on them. Yeah. What a way to go, right? Well, the Foundation is stumped and no physical interaction is allowed at any time. Until they come up with some form of solution, SCP-106 is locked away in a box and the Foundation just hopes for the best. Not so comforting. And finally, at our number 1 spot, the Scarlet King. Of course, we have to end with the big bad baddie of the SCP universe, and that's saying something because, well, there's a lot of them. All of them pale in comparison to the King of the Darkness below, who is painstakingly kept at bay in a futile attempt by the Foundation. In the end, the Scarlet King will be summoned, and the world has to cross its fingers and hope the Foundation have got themselves in gear. The Scarlet King is a cosmic god whose awareness brought him great pain and thus declared a war on existence itself, with the sole intention to utterly destroy all life. In the canon, he had 7 bride daughters who birthed 7 leviathans as his children, some of which are entities under the Foundation's containment. There is one glimmer of hope though, because the Scarlet King's 7th bride daughter birthed SCP-999, perhaps the most joyous and loving creature in the known universe. It is thought that the only way to defeat the Scarlet King is with light and love and laughter that can brighten the blackest of hearts. But, well, that's a story for another video. Unfortunately folks, that's all we've got time for in today's top 5 scary list. Cheers for sticking around all the way to the end. If you'd like to continue on with your horror binge, then feel free to hit that playlist floating shortly above. It's been a pleasure making this video for you all. Don't forget to check back in tomorrow for your daily dose of horror. As always, I've been your host Jack Finch. You've been watching Top 5 Scary Videos, and until next time, you take it easy.